Okay, so my first video got interrupted. I do apologize. So what I want you to understand is that the divine masculine is someone of value, someone who is fair, someone who is responsible, committed, and appreciative, someone who doesn't lie, someone who has a connection to source, has a connection to this beautiful energy of source, whoever that is for them. For some it's God, for some it's Buddha, for some it's Allah, for some it's spirituality. And this strength that they gain from above can be seen within them in this purity of action, in this purity of thought, in this purity of speech, okay? And of course, if they're in their distorted energy, this won't happen. You won't see this. And this is why I'm speaking about the divine masculine today and not the distorted masculine today. So the divine masculine will be a mentor, will be an advisor, will encourage others, will be mentally capable. They will not demean others. They will not put others down. They will not make others feel stupid or ugly or annoyed. Their perspective is an understanding perspective that they know others are going through their own stuff. They know others have their own journey. And so they have enough clarity of mind to understand that they shouldn't be judgmental of others. I mean, sure, they might get annoyed and pissed off with how some people are behaving in the world, but they will know that these other people are acting abusive because of their own need for finding the light, coming into their own ascension. Okay, so they can decipher a lot intuitively about other people as well. They'll understand that if others are being abusive in a physical, emotional, or spiritual way, that they, you know, it's kind of like that saying, forgive them for they know not what they do, which is a very powerful thing that, you know, Jesus was said to say on the earth, okay? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, I think are the words. Okay? So they understand that other people manipulate others emotionally by way of verbal, by way of, you know, ignorance, by way of changing their behaviors to show defiance or to show, you know, some sort of unincorporation or to not incorporate others. And so they see through the veil here. They see through the way others treat others. They see how others spiritually abuse one another as well. You know, because there's a lot of spiritual abuse that goes on. You know, oh, if you were divine, you wouldn't do that. You know, if you're so religious, then, you know, how come you're judging others when it's, you know, the scriptures say you shouldn't judge others? You know what I mean? So they see other people calling other people out, but they realize that everyone has their misgivings or their wrongdoings. Okay, you know, they understand that we are all human. They understand that people act the way they do because they're in fear. And so they feel responsible not only for their own happiness, but for the happiness of their divine feminine, to keep her safe from all forms of abuse, to be protective like a father figure, to be a shield around her, They feel as though this enormous obligation is God-given or source-given. Okay. They also understand that they have to have respect for their own family. They also know that they need to stand up for justice. They also know that there is the need for love, mercy, care, delicacy in the way they treat others. They also know they need to do their best. Divine Masculine will have done an introspection of their self and understand who their creator is for them. Okay. And because they've done an introspection of themselves, you know, they've looked at themselves under a microscope, they've seen the challenges of themselves, they realize that they're human, they know they might have some bad behaviors to get rid of still, they want to maybe put some practices into their life each day to make it better. Because they see all of this, they also see it for Divine Feminine. They also understand that she too needs to grow. Okay. He may be the pillar of the twin flame dynamic, but she is all of the other things that bind the building together. She puts the roof on, she adds the walls, she grows the floors, you know, she's everything around that. It's a very beautiful energy. You know, he says, I am the pillar, I am the strength, I am the protector, I am all of these things. I'm steadfast and holy. And then Divine Feminine interweaves her unconditional love around all of it, and together this strength, this beautiful building, the most beautiful building, imagine the most beautiful building or castle, or I don't know, if you're religious, you know, church you've ever seen, right? And they do this with their source. He looks to source, she looks to source. Take gender how it resonates for you, of course. All right? When they both have their eyes on their creator, right, miracles occur. And then they come together in this unconditional love and they bind. This is a binding that occurs. It's a very sacred and wonderful thing because they are using the creator as their strength. The light of the Divine Masculine shines so bright like a lighthouse would, and Divine Feminine feels drawn in to him. This is why, you know, the Divine Feminine seem to be the ones usually watching, you know, videos about twin flames, because, you know, there they are as the lighthouse. The Divine Masculine is like a lighthouse, and the Divine Feminine is drawn into that. You know, it's her soul too, of course, and so she's attracted in. But this beautiful energy of the two, this beautiful energy, you know, he's drawing her in. Imagine the lighthouse drawing her in, okay? Drawing her in. When he's in his divine energy, his sacred energy, she feels drawn to him, okay? Now, the other thing I want to quickly mention before I go today is that there's this beautiful energy of him drawing her in a magnetic, in an energetic way, right? But he needs to come to her. His light needs to beam to her. He needs to message her. He needs to come into her, okay? And this is because the divine feminine's energy is the receiving energy. His is the giving energy, and she is the receiving energy, okay? I think I mentioned this the other day, but I'll do it again, okay? She is the door, and she stands there. She's the door, and he unlocks her with his key, okay? The door doesn't move. The door stands firm, unwavering in its beauty. Imagine it's a stained glass door, okay? You know, where an artist has, you know, perfected this beautiful craftsmanship of the stained glass door. She's a work in progress, okay? And he will come and unlock her. That's his role. His role in the twin flame journey is to unlock her, okay? You know, the masculine energy is the penetrating energy. You know, if we want to talk about sexually, you know, this is the penetrating energy. You know, she's open to him like a flower. Okay? I know I keep using metaphors, but I'm trying to make you understand. Okay? She's in bloom for him. All right? Let's do the flower one. Let's go with it. Harry says it's okay. So she's like the flower, open and ready for him to come in. So all she needs to do is keep her eye on her creator and focus on herself to keep her energy as high as possible through her source creator, whoever that is for her. If you don't know who that is, Divine Feminine, make sure you find out and start connecting with your creator, because it'll raise your vibration, all right? Or you could do my ascension package. My details are below. All right? So look to your creator. Let your energy be as high vibrational as possible here, and you watch divine masculine come in. And when he does come in as the divine masculine, he will be the pillar of strength for his divine feminine. He is the pillar of strength. Right? And then she will interweave all of her beauty and love and unconditional love and her magic and her knowledge and her, you know, all of the wonderful things about divine feminine. All of the essence of her will go around this beautiful pillar here, and then they will combine. It's a binding. It's a binding. You know, do you know how hard it is to knock a house down? It's very difficult. Very difficult. And when he's the pillar, which he's working on being, it's very beautiful. His faith, when divine masculine is in his divine energy, his faith is remarkable. His faith is unmatchable, nearly. All right? So yes, he has a lot to do with this connection. And he is far more intuitive than we give him credit for. He is far cleverer than we give him credit for, intelligent, okay? He even knows when to go away from the connection to let divine feminine heal. He even knows when to go away from the connection to let himself heal. He understands that there is something spiritual here. He understands that there is something magical here that you can't explain. Okay? But he's the pillar. All right? He is the pillar of the twin flame relationship. And divine feminine, when she comes in her beautiful high vibrational energy, unconditionally loving, no matter what he does or how he shows up in the physical reality, of course, have boundaries and call out, you know, if he's in his distorted energy, call it out. But when he's in his divine masculine energy, He is a pillar for her. He is a strength for her. He is a confidant. He is a mentor. He is a teacher. He is a friend. He is bountiful because he's working with his source, his creator. And no man or woman can stop him when he decides that he's coming in for his divine feminine. Nothing will stop him. Okay? Because he'll come in. She'll be the door and he'll come in. If it feels the other way for you and you're divine feminine and you're the one who feels like you're the pillar, you know, if what I'm saying feels reversed for you, you could actually be the divine masculine energy. So just know that. Just know that there are some divine masculine females and some divine feminine males, you know, in the world. It's rare, but it does happen. Okay. And of course, we've all got feminine and masculine energies within us too that we need to balance. Okay. But what I really want you to take from this is that divine feminine is the receiving energy. Be receiving. Receive his love. If he's in his distorted masculine energy, then it's a bit different. Okay. But even if he is, you still need to come in unconditionally loving. Because he's the pillar. Even if he's not quite there yet, even if he's in distorted, even if he's still working on becoming divine, coming out of his ego and into unconditional love, right? He'll still be that pillar of strength. And then you can weave your own magic and beauty and love around him, and then look. Then you've built a house together. Okay? A sacred one. Okay? I don't want to use the word church because, you know, it can offend people and I don't want to do that. But, you know, a temple maybe. Together you're the temple. It's very hard to knock down a temple. Okay. Keep your eye on your creator, whoever that is for you. Come into your highest vibration. Harry, I'm going to borrow you for a minute. Put your mind in the corner. He says hi. Put your mind in the corner unless you're problem solving or using it to give someone boundaries. Come into unconditional love. And see how life changes for you. And if you need help with this, like I say, I've got my Ascension package. And Harry wants to send you a telepathic message before we go. It's always the same. Is it the same? Tell me. Tell me what it is. Oh, it's not the same. He says, you're very beautiful. You're very beautiful. Wow, Harry, you're being very nice today. Charlotte's the one who needs a little bit of help at the moment, but you're doing very beautiful. You want to do one more? Okay, one more. He says, I love you. I love you. All right. I'm sending you love, peace, and light from Australia. Stay safe and happy in your highest vibration. I want you to go from joyful moment to joyful moment to joyful moment to joyful moment. Get a cuppa. I hope mine's still warm. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.